All right, check this animation first. Pretty amazing, right? I'm going to show you how you can create this animation using GSAP and React, and I'm going to provide you the code for this animation. But first, you have to understand this, that how it works, because you're not going to use this sentence in every application that you're building, right? So in order for you to replicate this in your project, you need to understand how it works. So before moving forward, I'll tell you where I have copied this animation from. I took inspiration from Jitter animation. This is quite similar to what I have built, and this is just a landing animation, and I'll explain you all the structures of how I have created it. And these assets are not mine. I have just used Canva to create this GIFs and images, and let's jump right into it. Before starting out, let's understand what animation structures are there in each of the animations. Initially, before understanding the text based animation, there are basic animations. Like one in the nav is the coming from the top, the complete text animations is something like they are zooming in, they are kind of scaling into a particular section and kind of jumping. Easing part can be done easily. I'll explain you how I've done. And all the other things are just fade out animations. If you see it again, yeah, it's kind of scaling from 0 to 1. That's it. So first, the nav animation. This is the navigation bar which I've created. I hope it is visible. uh, this is the complete navigation. I'm using use nav animation which I have created here. From y equals to minus 200 on top, and the opacity equals 0, I am coming to opacity equals to 1 and y equals to 1 with a delay of 1.2, because reloading takes a bit of time, and after that immediate coming out is not looking that good. That's why. Okay, this was quite simple. The nav animation which you see right here, it comes down simply. Next we have the main hero section animation. First, let's see what we have done to create this. We have a complete section which has this kind of button, new infinite canvas, learn more, and a button which is purple color, and then this line and the text also. So the text is taking most of the animation because it is quite detailed way, like individual letters are getting animated. So what I have done is, after like integrating everything, like all the buttons and the minor things, the text based, what I have done is I have taken all the sentences and split it into two sections. First is the super fast motion, this one, and next is the for every team. These two sentences I have separated it. And first, on the first sentence, I have individually taken each word. There are total three words here: super, fast, and sentence. I have taken each of the words, like I trimmed it for removing any extra space, if any, and then I split based on the spacing in between and took all the words and mapped it. Now, in every word, I'm mapping it again based on no spacing at all. Means I'm taking each and every letters, like it's a kind of nested for loop kind of stuff. And in each letter, I'm taking it and mapping it inside the span element. Now, in each letter, I'm checking it whether in which letter I'm going to do the animation. So for the animations which are being done are on the letters S, A, T, A, and R also. If you see it again, yeah, R, this, and this T, and this E also. So this letter is in the first word of the sentence. First sentence, it has first word, and in the first word it is the first letter. It means if we are mapping it based on words and we are taking individual index as I, the first word index will be I, which will be 0, and the first letter of this word will have index of 0. First word, first letter, right? So I'm checking if it has the word is first, it means I equals to 0, and the letter is also first, it means j equals to 0. If that's the case, it means it is the first letter, and I'm using this to add the animations. And now we have this animations, like all the, I'll explain the animation first. I'm explaining how I've split each and every words and the letters. For the S, I have used almost 8 images, back to back images, which shows up if you refresh it again. You see, there are total 8 images, and then it again maps out 3 more images from the start. And then after that, the letter S shows up right inside the span. This was the first animation added. I'm not I haven't explained the animation yet. I have only explained the position and how I added the images on that particular letter, the S letter. Next is on the I equals to 0, it means the 0th word, and j equals to 3, it means the fourth letter. J equals to 3, j starts from 0. So it means fourth letter is this E, 0, 1, 2, 3. On this, we have this bot kind of thing which kind of pops up and then drops, right? On this, if we find this, we'll add bot GIF along with the letter. How both of this letter and bot are positioned in the same place? Because both, this one has the absolute positioning, similar to what previously it had. The image had the absolute positioning, all the images. Next, what we have is, we are taking I equals to 0, and this was done. This first word was done. We are moving to the second word. It means I equals to 1 and j equals to 1. It means the second letter of second word, which is A. In the A, and what animation happens, let's see. It kind of positions from first to last, and there are multiple A's that are being shown. You can have a better approach rather than just copy pasting letters like this, which I have shown right now, but it kind of works at the moment, that's why. So what I have done is, I took checked whether this first letter, second word, second letter is there or not. If it is there, I'll add the animation for that. I'll explain all the animations. First, I'm explaining you the positions of how I checked it. Next, we have second. It means third words, third letter. It means this T. What animation does it have? It's the same animation as this. It's just that it has less number of images. If you want, you can like replicate all of this, and then it'll do the animation for that also. And on top of that, we have the letters also, and all of these letters are getting animated. Apart from that, the rest of the letters are getting printed. Next, um, sentence. This was the first sentence. I split a sentence into two parts, which I told initially. Now I'm splitting, checking out the second sentence for every team. This is the second sentence. So again, same step, trimmed it for extra space, removing extra space, split it based on the spacing, and took every words and mapped it. In the first mapping, I again took individual words, and based on nothing in between, it means I took individual letters, and then I mapped it inside the span. And now again, first we have letter. This is the key that I have added, individual, because mapping requires key to be implemented. And first I have taken the second, or I would say the third word. which is this one. I should have, like, this should come first, but it's all good. First, suppose I'm taking the third word in the second statement. For every team, I'm taking the third word, and in the third word, I'm taking the third letter, which is, third word is team and third letter is A. What animation do we have here? Let's see. It is first a kind of triangle comes out. It's a GIF from, created it using Canva. You can also create it, or you can take the code which I provided in the description, and then wait. Okay, in this I again did the same thing, which is I used had the letter also and the triangle GIF also. Next, we have the first word in the second statement. We have first word I equals to 0 and third letter I equals to 2, which is R. This has the same animation which S and T had, only one of the image that shows up in place of this, and then it gets over. Right. This is how it is separated based on the words, letters of individual um, statements. Now let's go to the animation. First animation was the title section, which is kind of scales from 2.5 to 1, and individual opacity was 0, and it came out to be 1. This zooming out, this one kind of jumps, and this and this both have a delay in between of their animation. You see, that is because we are using stagger of zero point zero 0.04. That's why. And backout is a kind of easing effect. It's a simple effect. You can create your own custom effect also if you want. I have used simply the backout because it kind of matches what we are building by taking inspiration from Jitter website, right? Okay, next is the button tertiary. This actually tried Jitter for free is the tertiary button. And what I have done is, wait, just a minute. Hmm. All right. So what I have done is, I'll explain you. Uh, this animation and this are both same, like kind of zooms out or fades in. Simple animation, opacity initial 0 or scaling initial 0 to scale 1 or opacity 1. Both of them are done. Now, for the S letter animation, what I have done, you see, it kind of changes quickly without any fade in or out effects, right? It kind of jumps through all the images. For that kind of animation, it's quite simple. You can directly set it with opacity 1 to opacity of 0. First I took individual letters. How did I took that? I took it from here. Where is it? Wait, letter S. This is what I've done. Image, yeah, this one. All the images which had this first letter image class name, because I added this class name into each of them. If you go through it, in this I have added each of them with the class name of first letter image. So all of them with the class name of first letter image will be taken inside query selector in the images. And now let's add the, for each of the images, let's add the animation. I created a timeline because it is kind of taking place one after another. So I took the first one and then set the opacity of 1, and then with a timeline of zero point 0.1 second, it will kind of stay where it is because we are not changing anything here. And then will the opacity will be 0. After that, it won't automatically go away. It will be having a delay of 0.15, and then again it will go to the second image. Like, it's a kind of array of images, it's not just one image. All the images with the class name of this are being selected. That's how you do it for the S1. And then we have this one. Wait, all right, yep, show you how The letter E gets animated on top of it, the bot kind of stuff. See, it kind of scales and gets on top of it with a jumping motion. So this was for letter S, right? Next we have oh, one more thing. After all the images gets animated, the actual letter also needs to show up, right? So in order for you to show up, just after this timeline gets complete, we'll do the text which we have taken here. First letter text, the S1, we took it, and from opacity of 0 and scale of 0, it kind of zooms in to opacity 1 and scale of 1 with the duration of zero point 0.6 and the easing with point of 1.7. That's what it happens. Like after all the images gets animated, the actual S will get pop out. You see, yeah, it gets pop out. That's what this one does. After that we have the E letter on which the bot comes out. What is happening is from opacity of 0 and y equals to minus 70 on top, it kind of drops and it scales from like from 1 to 1.4, and then the opacity is uh, turned down to 1 with y equals to minus 20. It means it lands on top of E. Like it's a hit and trial the way I have implemented it, just to land on top of this. You can do it on your own, checking out how it works out. And with a delay of zero point 0.7 and duration of 2, the scale, I've added a scaling of 1.6. It kind of enlarges, that's why. And after that we have one more animation. I think this one did not work out as expected. I'll check this animation again. It did not turn out the way I wanted it, but all good. Let Don't focus on this one. It's not working actually, but it's all good. Next we have is the T animation. This one. This is the same actually. You have seen this animation. Yeah, that's the same as the S1. And the R1 is also same, and the A1 which you saw at the moment, this will be here. Letter A of fast, triangle on the letter, yeah, this one. Okay, we created a timeline initially from scale of 0. It will scale to scale 1 with the delay of 1.3 and rotate. It kind of rotates. If you don't see it after coming, it kind of rotates. You see, like minus 6 to 6, it kind of does like that. Yep. And then the triangle kind of scales down to 0, and as soon as it does, I don't want the triangle to scale down and then the letter to come out. Instead, I just want both of them to happen together. How? Which one? The triangle to scale down, and at the same time the letter A should come out, scale out. How can I do it? By using this arrow in the timeline, because timeline allows one animation to happen just after another. The second animation can only start when the first animation gets completed. In order for both of us to, I mean, in order for both of the animation, whichever animation you selected, in order for them to happen together, what you need to do is add this arrow, back arrow, so that this animation which is in which this arrow has been added and the animation previous to it should happen together. The letter A kind of scales from 0 to scale 1 with opacity 0 to opacity 1 with a duration of zero point 0.2 and delay of 1.5. You see, as soon as the triangle zooms out, I mean scales down, kind of pops up. They don't like do it one after another. Instead, they do simultaneously. So that was it for individual letter animation kind of stuff. And I have provided the code in the description. The All the assets which are being shown here, they are not mine. I have kind of used it using Canva. And yeah, I Hope you found this video informative and liked it. Make sure to like and subscribe and comment down your thoughts and follow for more, because I post and share these kind of codes regularly. Mostly I'm trying to do 3 to 4 videos in a week, but due to some routine it kind of messes up, but it's all good. I'll try to do it better. And yeah, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.